in 2 seconds. Getting everything ready. And so we should be live now, guys. Again, thank you. Welcome to another Monday here in Operation 11 Charlie. Really appreciate the support. We already have some people in the chat. Thank you so much for the support you guys always give us every Monday. So here we're gonna hang out with a few of our veterans here and representative. And also we have our special guest, Mike George in the house. Welcome, Mike. How you doing, brother?
I am great. Thank you for having me back. I'm honored. Thank you.
Awesome, my brother. Thank you for being here, brother, and thank you for your service, brother. A lot of people don't know, but Mike is a U.S. Army veteran as well. So
Oh,
thank you for your service, my brother. So how was your weekend, Mike? Before we continue to the other guys.
me personally, my weekend is always great. But the reason we're here tonight is to get down to the meat and potatoes of things. So my weekends have been busy. The
Okay.
last the last several weekends, it's been on the grind. I've been burning the candle at both ends, but
Yeah.
we'll wait for everyone to get here to get down to the nitty gritty. But
Yes.
busy was the easiest explanation
Good
or
busy.
answer I could give you for a good busy
A good busy.
is
That's good.
a
That's
good
what's up.
busy.
That is awesome. Awesome, Mike. Awesome, awesome. Let me start here with Nathan, bro. Mr. Nathan Snare. Welcome in, my brother. Good to see you, brother.
It's good to be here. It has been quite a minute.
Right,
Awesome
right.
weekends, chasing a 1 year old around, having all kinds of fun, and um, you know, sporting and events, and just you name it. It's been one thing after the other. So, kind
Yes,
of arranging tonight to jump on here it's good. It's great to be back. Great to see everybody.
definitely, my
So,
brother. So Nathan has a walking baby, right? Just recently
oh,
had
I
a
do.
walking baby. Uh,
Yep, I do. And it's a blast. And, I forgot. There's a special thing. I don't even know what you call it really, but there's one thing whenever you tell somebody no, and you tell a kid no, and they understand you, they just laugh at you and give you the grin. But I completely forgot. It's been long enough since my last little one that whenever they don't even understand no, and you're just saying it for your own sake, so it's been a blast
that's
chasing her all over the place.
that beautiful princess, man. God bless her. You said,
Enjoy every second of it now because
Yeah.
they grow up lightning fast.
right, right.
Um,
Oh yeah. I got a 12-year old, an 8-year old, and a 1 year old. So my 12-year old will be able to drop my 1 year old to kindergarten by the time that rolls around.
I'm
Got it.
sending mine to college in
Oh
three
boy.
months, and she'll be old enough to vote like this year. Like I don't know how we got to this 18-year-old mark so quick.
Time just flies. That is for certain.
It's crazy. So, hey, man, we got 2 more years. We got the one here, Jeremy, on college too. Oh my Lord! So we still everything's moving fast with us here.
It is.
So real quick, guys, I want to say that we got some people in the chat that we want to say hi to. Black Hat, that's one of our veterans chat that we're gonna talk to him in a minute. Papa Shorty, welcome in, my brother. Brandon H, welcome, brother. Another of our news inductees here this past weekend. Tyler Slane, welcome, my brother. Good to see you, bro. Jeremy Burris, welcome. Nando, oh, we got CRC in the house, brother. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, Lewis, man. Definitely, definitely. We got Robert in the house, Rob Ox, one of our guys, veterans from the Fort Benning, Fort Mitchell area. Coach D in the house. Welcome, Coach D. Richard O'Neill. Kurt, how you doing, brother? JDSRC. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. If we miss anybody, that's what's up, guys. Let me see here. Isaac, how was your weekend, bro? I know Isaac has been working on that. Is that DR10, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, bro, I see the panel, the lighting on the panel, all that job you've been doing. That's a beautiful rig, bro.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And luckily, I've got a little bit more time now. This whole weekend was just slap busy with putting a new air conditioning unit in my house. So
Okay.
that took up well, 2.5 whole days. So, but that's done. The house is hot and cold now, so I'm in high cotton now. I'm tickled to death to have it. So, but yeah.
That's
so did it go as smoothly as you would expect?
The first half did of tearing everything out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it went 100% better than it probably should have. But yeah, it definitely, we had our struggles with it for sure.
Well,
So,
and bro, next time let us know. We got an AC guy here with us, bro, that could guide you. Bro, I had to call him sometimes 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, midnight. Hey, Nate, bro, the AC is not working. Freaking summer here in Florida, sweaty. I'm going to go to a hotel. Hold on a second. Don't go yet. Let's check. So I had to go video call him, and Nathan saving me on that, man.
He did the same for me the other, 2 weekends ago. I woke up and my house was 40 degrees. The thermostat took a crap.
Oh my, geez, whiz, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. We've done some service calls for Alaska as well. Oh yeah, we go all over. We don't even leave the house.
Man, always out there with -40. I said, this heater ain't working, Nate. Oh yeah, that's crazy, bro. Thank you, Nathan, bro, for saving our lives, bro. I got you, Ice. I got you, brother. Let me see here. Let's go, Josh, brother. How was your weekend, man?
It was a good weekend. We got to go out and do a little comp with old man Dennis there. And
I heard that you had to carry him and take him by the hand, make sure that he was okay every step of the way, right?
just a little. Most of it was bad wing.
Okay.
I think he rubbed that thing more than anything else he's ever rubbed in his life.
Uh-oh. So you guys
That was a
had
good
fun
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jericho killed it.
Awesome. I think I saw a post of that, right? That he was first place? He did? Second place? That's awesome, man. Jericho, that young man is killing it, man.
And it was only by time. He tied the score, but the other guy had beat him by like a minute.
Wow. That is so cool. That is awesome. Love it, brother. Bennett, how was your weekend, man?
Yeah.
Cold? Windy?
No, I was talking to Nathan earlier today. It's been like in the 50s for like a week. Everything's melted. Today, 80-mile-an-hour winds, calling for 6 inches of snow tonight.
Bro, that's a cat one for us here, or two hurricane.
The only thing they stop here is they put warnings on the freeway for semis and low-profile trailers not to be on the freeway. That's about all we get at 80 mile an hour.
Oh, geez. Hey, here it's what's been crazy here too is it goes hot to the 70s, low 80s, then goes back down to the 60s and 50. That's why everybody's sick here, man.
Yeah, it's been all over the place here too, but not much this weekend. Getting ready for Mexico. We leave in like 14 days or something.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2 hours.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome, bro.
No, the wife's on the deep cleaning and start packing, 2 weeks in advance. I'm more of the throw it all in a suitcase the night before kind of guy.
That's awesome, man.
If we forgot something, there's Walmart in Mexico.
That's what's up. So Dennis, should we jump Dennis? Because Josh already, you guys were together, so no, we shouldn't jump. You need to respect Dennis. Dennis, brother.
Respect your elders.
Yes, we need. How was your weekend, Dennis, bro?
Good. Like Josh said, we met up, did some comping this weekend. Josh and Jericho killed it yesterday. I haven't been out in a while, so I was just there to have a good time. Wasn't too worried about placing. Playing with the new radio, trying a different setup on the truck. Everything's looking good.
Were you able to set it up?
Did you get all those bugs fixes?
Okay.
Yeah, I got it figured out.
What was it?
the receiver for the GT5, it'll bind,
Right.
but because it has the gyro in it, you can't do anything unless you program channel 1 and 2 to like 3, 4, or 5, 6, whatever.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
to go
Okay.
through all that, you have to go into the mixes, and I'm good. I got it.
You got it's good to know. Good to know there, brother. Raymond, welcome in, my brother. I think is that I hear a phone, guys. I hear a phone. Make sure we mute that. I hear a phone loud. Robert, how was your weekend, brother?
It was busy, slam busy since Friday.
Working on trails, huh?
Working on trails, helping out, put together a monster truck course all for Zombie Palooza, which is, I believe it's next weekend, right? Not this upcoming weekend, but the
Hold
following
on,
week.
don't say that. I think it's like 3 weeks. Don't scare me like that, homie.
It's 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. Said
Oh,
next weekend. I said, oh my God, bro, I'm not ready for that.
it was a blast. I mean, we left Friday night. We drove as soon as my wife got off of work around 4, drove straight there, stayed at my buddy Corey's house, and then first thing in the morning Saturday, we were out there on the RC farm, seeing where trails are gonna go, seeing the whole layout. It's gonna be a lot of room and a lot of good stuff happening.
Awesome.
So it's
You can't wait, guys. That's gonna be on March 9th and 10th, right? Down in Georgia, Waco, Georgia. Zombie Palooza, first year of that event. And we're gonna be there. We're gonna have some of our guys just keep me down there in that event. So looking forward for that. And before we're gonna talk to one of our newest inductee. But before we start talking about the band chat, how was your weekend, brother? And welcome, man.
Man, my weekend was amazing. Here in California, we've been getting our butt kicked the last probably 4 weeks or so with a lot of rain, which we need, especially here in the Central Valley. Continue to help out our agriculture and our farms. But for those of us that live in the city, that amount of rain can be pretty devastational. But no, it's been nice. So we got it. Me and Lonzo finally got some sunshine, and we were able to finally connect. And we usually hang out as part of 559 RC crawlers.
Yes.
But we were finally able to connect, and the big highlight of my weekend was finally being able to get inducted, which I've kind of been riding that cloud 9 for the last 48 hours or so. So it's been a good weekend,
brother. So we just want to welcome you to our family, to our brotherhood, our organization, guys that have for you guys to know here on the panel, on the chat. Chad is our newest inductee here from the California area, brother. Thank you for your service in the military and the civilian life as well, brother. And thank you, and the honor to have you in our ranks, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Thanks for having me in.
So while you talk about that experience, man, let's talk about this weekend, because I'm going to show some pictures while you talk here real quick. Man, how was your weekend with the boys down there, man?
It was a blast. It's I've known Jared, Lonzo, and Alan just from we all live in the same area, and we're always hanging out together on the weekends, taking the rigs out and just spending time with each other. Myself, Lonzo, and Jared, we're all in similar professions. We've actually worked together a couple times. So it was good. It was good to be able to connect with these guys on a whole nother level, and the whole experience of just being inducted really brought me back to those times when you're getting pinned. In the Navy, we've got combat warfare pins. We've got getting frocked, getting our crows.
Yeah.
So it was very reminiscent of that style of welcoming, into the fold. And I respect Jared. He's one of my really good friends.
Yes.
And so just having him do the induction for me, it was pretty sentimental. And if I'm going to be honest, I was kind of emotional during that. Because it had that level of importance to me. So it just kind of reminded me, that there's a lot of veterans out there who are, really looking for the same thing that I was looking for, and that's a place to call home, and
Yeah.
and find other brothers, regardless of branch and service or service
Yes.
time.
Yes.
It's if I ran into any one of you guys on the streets, we could have a conversation like I'd know you my whole life.
Yes.
And that's really what I was looking for. And now I feel like I have a mission with O11C.
Bro, it's an honor again, my brother, when I talk to you over the phone, brother. It's just hey, finding that purpose again, right? That's what keeps us going.
Yep.
Our families, that purpose, that brotherhood, that's what keeps us going, and that's what we're all about, brother.
Yeah.
And it just we always here for each other. We need to check on each other, right? And we are very grateful. All our veterans are part of O11C, and all the civilians are part of us, right? Without them, O11C wouldn't exist at this moment. The guys are here. They have a lot of respect for our veterans, and they do a lot of work for our veterans. And also, we have a lot of first responders within our ranks. That is part of O11C, who we are. And we're very grateful that we have been doing induction ceremonies for our first responders as well. So it's just awesome. Again, Chad, can't wait to meet you in person. I want to show some pictures from this weekend. You guys know Jared is one of our representatives for the California area. He's 82nd Airborne Captain of the police force down there. Captain Jared Boatman. So that's Jared and Chad, man. That's so awesome, bro. The beautiful mountains down there. This stud right here, Mr. Chad.
Yeah, we're blessed with all those mountains very close by to us. We don't have to fabricate any crawling courses or nothing like that. We just drive 10 minutes away, and we've got hours and years worth of lines to mess with.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Here's Jesus. Also, he's another veteran, U.S. Army veteran, man. I welcome Jesus to our family. And then we got, this is Alan's, this is not Alan, this is Alan's brother, bro. He shaved his beard. He looks so different, bro.
I was wondering if you were going to show that he shaved his beard.
He did right here,
right here. A few extra pounds since last time I seen him, too.
I see, right? Look at this. This is Alan. Alan with one L, Alonso said. This Alan with one L. That's Cholo. Look at that, bro. Look at my brothers there. That's awesome, man. They got Alonso, Jesus, Chad, and Alan. Also, Alan did Jesus induction, if I'm not mistaken, right, Chad?
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. That's awesome.
His first induction.
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
And he did a really good job.
Yes, that's awesome. We are very grateful of our guys there. This is so awesome, man. So awesome. Love it. So while that was happening, right, and here on the East Coast and the other side of the nation, right, we were doing also some induction ceremonies as well. Let me show. I know Brandon was on the chat earlier. So excuse me, guys. So we inducted Brandon and his lovely wife Tabitha, U.S. Army veteran, right, and his U.S. Army family. Here Charlie, man, our Coast Guard veteran. He did the induction ceremony for him. And we shout out to Dr. Dance, everybody in Dr. Dance, Jay, and everybody from that location down there. And always a huge support. O11C, that's our headquarters down there. Local hobby shop. So this is some of the stuff when we did our induction ceremony this past Saturday as well. And some of the goodies, our guys that were already in the hobby, like Chad and Brandon. So it was a partial induction ceremony. We had a full house. We had over 20 plus of our guys down there in Dr. Dan. So it felt a little bit crowded, and we had some people coming in as well. So it got crowded real quick. We got a Mario, and also we have Roger there. Oh man, I love this. We have you guys know, we have been doing this with the last 2 years, guys, that we have been working with the VA hospital down here in our county, here in Brevard County. So it's been an honor working with them monthly, right? We do our monthly crawling or crawl outings or trail truck or trailing outings, or we do indoor classes with them. So we had a couple of the VA veterans, right, from that program, from the PRRC program, the PTSD and mental health program, that joined us, man. So they joined us for the first time and our O11C outing. So they want to become part of our brotherhood, our organization. So we had two new veterans joining us out there as well. So we were very excited for them to join us. Again, it was a full, man, we got a full Saturday there. We got the kids, the wives hanging out with us. So it was awesome, man. Awesome. I love this picture, man. She for the first time, we got O11C babies. The kids here from O11C, that's Chris True Blood, one of our U.S. Army veterans. He was showing his beautiful princess, how to do the trails on, how to crawl there on the courses down there in Dr. Dan. So that was awesome, guys. There's some of the kids here of the veterans, and we had a lot of kids also that up there, man. So there's some of the pictures that we wanted to show you guys from this whole weekend, man. Love it, guys. I think that's it. Yeah, we got some of the wives here, and that's what happened. Mr. Charlie all there. Mr. Charlie has over 30 plus years experience on the RC, man, and helping all of our guys down there. And so that is so cool, man. And today they do now. That's something that we're gonna be incorporating here, guys, in our monthly shows here and weekly shows here in O11C. Once a month, we're gonna have a O11C motor pool Monday. So it's gonna be on the show. We're gonna have veterans here, all veterans, and some of the reps. We're gonna be talking about all this stuff that while they're working and tinkering on the RCs, a question that they may have. And so we want to add some of you guys that support us, so you can talk and ask questions to our veterans. So that's gonna be once a month. One of our Mondays is gonna call the O11C Motor Pool Monday, guys. So we're looking forward to that. So I think that's it, guys. Anything else that we forgot to mention before we go to a special guest, Mr. Mike George? Nathan, anything that we need to mention? Let me say hi to I see Brandon still here, Raymond E. Tanner, I see Kurt's RC down there, Moon over Miami, JDS RC, Eric Ono RC, brother, fellow veteran down there. Also, man, Adams Playing Ground, my brother. Good to have you here. Juan Lacos RC, Nature Boy. Oh, is that the Nature Boy, Ric Flair? I'm a big fan of the Nature Boy. Right, there you go. It's the Nature Boy. Jason Payne in the house. So we have a lot of more of our O11C veterans in the chat. Love that, my brother.
Awesome.
Love that, Jason Payne. Welcome in, my brother. Good to have you here, Jason. Good to have you here, Jay. Jay, let me know you want to join us here on the panel. If not, the next Monday, brother. But yes, like I was telling the guys here, we're gonna have a motor pool Monday. Here on our show. That's once a month. Let me see here. Sean RC, welcome in, my brother. Crow below custom, welcome, bro. Good to have you here, man. Russell, welcome in, my brother. Let me see. Your Nature Boy says, do you guys have anything around Detroit, Michigan area? Guys, we have Denison, Ohio, right? How far are you from Detroit?
About 4 hours, but Josh Work is about an hour and a half from Detroit.
Oh, yes. So we got one of our veterans, a Marine veteran, that he is in the Michigan area, right? And then, yes, so we have somebody close to you, Nature Boy. He's having a baby, so right now he's very busy. He's next month, right? She's due next month, a couple of weeks. Well, I don't even know what month we are on. So I think it's in April that she's due. It's soon. Let's say soon. So let us know, brother. I think I put. Let me see here on the chat, so we could put our website here, real quick. And I'm gonna pin it to the top, guys. Let me see if we can. No, it's not going remove. It's not gonna. Let me copy and paste there. Our website, and excuse me, guys. And you can join us there. You fill out the information down there. It says the area that says about to contact O11C, send us a message down there, and then we go from there, brother. What we would card for any of our veterans there, on the any veterans that submit or their stuff, it is a copy of the VA ID card, that is a must, or a copy of their DD-214, right? DD-214. Always mention the guys, make sure that you send us the DD-214, that it doesn't show your sensitive items, right? Social, all that stuff, guys. So make sure that's that. If not cover, you got to cover that. So that's what we require, and to have a representative within 2 hours of that veteran. So that's some of the requirements, guys. So I think you should be good, brother. You should be good on that. And I think that's it, guys. Let me see here. I think that's it, guys. Anything else that we need to mention? If not, we'll mention it throughout the show. I just want to let's go now to a special guest. Mike, it's been working for a minute, waiting here for a minute. So, Mike, it's an honor to have you again, brother. Like I said, thank you for what you do for the community. Thank you for your service, brother. So the floor is yours, sir.
While you were talking, I was fussing around with my microphone and stuff. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, we can, brother. Yes, we
can. Yep. All right. So that way I'm not going to scream any louder than I need to. I will talk at a perfect tone. But before we get into the whole meat and potato thing, I will start with my thank you to all of you on the panel for having me tonight. Javier, thank you for all you do. What you guys do at Operation 11 Charlie is so very important, and the message is always the RC is second. It is always the veterans first. As an inducted veteran myself, it holds a soft place in my heart, no doubt. Kind of brings us full circle to why I'm here tonight again. It's kind of, without getting tear jerky and too sentimental, but Javier, we've brought, I come back here anytime we have a new product release. I use this place. I use what you guys do as a launching point. It's special to me, the way you guys support a veteran-owned small mom and pop business. You guys have just been like family. So it always just seems appropriate to just come here and share what we've been up to. You guys always like a good success story, especially, might as well come here and share it with you all first and use this as a launching point. So again, we come full circle as we celebrate our 5th year as Carry All RC. That's right. It makes it,
wow.
How quick did that go?
Yeah.
It makes it a nickel, just like that.
I can see it on your beard. That's
the age. And
age, bro. I can see it. 5 years, long years, huh?
The mileage is showing. I have got a lot of hard years on this body, I tell you. Ironically, next month I am celebrating 15 years of sobriety. So
Amen, brother.
the last 15 years, I've been a lot better on my body.
Amen, Amen brother.
Yeah. So you want to talk about a rock bottom kind of story? That it was. I hit rock bottom, and what's funny is when you think you're at rock bottom, there's a whole entire subfloor below that, and there's another one below that.
Yeah.
And you can just keep falling until you get to a point when you realize you need to change.
Amen.
You know, when you look in the mirror, that's when you know it's time. And people can put, lock you up and put you in psych wards and treatment centers. But if you don't want to change, I promise you, you are coming right out of that rehab and starting right back where you left off. I promise you.
Yes,
You
sir,
have to want to do it yourself.
Yes.
And find motivation and inspiration to get through it, because every day is a struggle. There are people out there struggling with the disease, and I will often extend my hand to anyone looking to get sober in any sort of fashion, no matter NA, AA, it doesn't matter. Don't, oh, I'm afraid I'll make you. No, you don't have to worry about me. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm rock solid. I'm here to help you. And if I can't have a crappy backstory and done a lot of bad things, if there can be one good thing that can come from that, it's able to help someone else. Like, listen, I've done it. You're not going to trick me. You're not going to fool me. I did it. So let me use what I've done wrong to try and prevent you from making the same wrong turns. And that would be a
Mike, I just want to say that's an achievement, and I'm very proud of you. In our veterans community, right? That happens a lot.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of personal experience here. Some of our guys here as well can tell you, man, it is a struggle for us, right? After we come back from the war zone or whatnot, and it's just different. It's different.
It happens a lot with a veteran. They're numbing pain mentally, then they are numbing pain physically, and you're setting yourself up from both ways with any type of over-the-counter medication that you can abuse. If you are not on point and being responsible with you will go down that rabbit hole quickly, and before you know it, your body needs it. And it's hard to get off of it. The simple answer to anyone is just don't start. But unfortunately, that's not reality, and
it's not. And having also that family that check on you. You guys know my story. When I got out, I had over 20, 25, 26 plus medications, bro.
Yeah.
If Kayla wouldn't be monitoring that, oh my Lord, who knows, brother? And it's some of our guys, they don't have that, right? They don't have that. That's someone that check them or know what's going on with those guys, and that's why a lot of our guys, have and go through that, either
and
that or like you said, it's just been it's just hard, man.
It takes,
we just here for each other, right?
That's right. And it takes a real man to be able to walk up to a family member and hand your stuff over and tell them, hey, I'm not ready to keep the keys to the castle. You regulate it. You give it to me when the doctor says I need it next, and we're going to be good, because that way I don't get to reach my hand in the cookie jar one too many extra times. And I mean, that's what happens. It happens very quickly.
And you mentioned it earlier, right? If that person doesn't want to get out of it, whatever it is, right?
They ain't changing.
They ain't changing. We have a few of our close buddies, right? Battle buddies that we trying to help them out. We locked them. There was a house that had a gate on one of the rooms, right? We locked him so he can clean himself. And he did all that stuff, got out, was clean. I don't know, we had them for some days, in and out and whatnot. And then we clean him, and make sure that he stayed there. He got out, he was there for he was good maybe for a month or two, and he went back to it. You know what I'm saying? And then until he decided himself, hey bro, I'm done with this, bro. And to the point like he was,
worn out. Yep.
Homeless having family out there on the street. That said, just one day Javier hit me, man. I said, what the hell am I doing, man? And he never, I'm so proud of him because he never looked back, man. He said, I'm done with this stuff. And he never looked back, bro. So
I think that's the real secret, though, honestly, is look for today and don't look back. I never use my rear view mirror. Anyone that drives with me regularly knows I don't look in my rear view. And the way I live life is you can't have any regrets, and anybody struggling with it, I tell them don't look so far ahead. Honestly, just take the next minute. Take the next 5 minutes, the next hour, and you start looking too far down that road and it starts getting overwhelming. How the hell am I going to stay off something, or how am I going to get through the next week? No, no, no. You don't have to be worried about the next week. Just worry about the next hour, period. And then by that time, that goes past, and then take it, before you know it, you're through the next night, the next day, and it will only get easier. But you do have a great support system here for everything. I mean, you guys are an open door policy for anything, and you encourage people to always be yourself. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And you could have social anxieties being around people or large groups. You guys just continue to come on. There's nothing you need to be afraid of. We're going to get through it together, because guess what? We all have something quirky going on with us, and guess what? No one's judging. No one cares. And let's just go have some fun.
And you said it there. That's why every event that we go or where we are, we create a campground just for that reason. Those reasons that you mentioned there, a lot of those, that's why we have a campground for our guys to feel.
They can fall out, retreat, go grab somewhere quiet.
There you go. So then all that is going to be there, your family, all the veterans that are going to be watching your six, and they're going to be there for you, man. So well said there, bro. Definitely.
Okay, so like I said, a couple of milestones, kicking things off, celebrating 5 and celebrating 15. But we are back here full circle, because if you happen to see social media recently, since the start of the new year, we've been busy at Carryall teasing a release of something new. We did tweak the recipe as we've been I joke about the social marketing team that we have now working with us has gotten very creative, trying to come up with something with a little bit of humor, catch your attention, draw you in. And we've just been playing with some of the wording, because social media is a finicky bitch, and these roads are these waters are not easy to navigate. They will chew you up and spit you out if you don't have good footing, thick skin, good footing, something creative to pull people's attention. So, like I said, we've been playing with that in the kitchen, tweaking the recipe, spicing things up a little bit. So no doubt I have something new here tonight we will get into and show you. I hope that we'll have an opportunity to kind of do this and that, kind of a pro and con, maybe what's new, what we changed versus the V2, V3. We'll kind of get into it that way. But if you don't mind, I would like to take a minute for all the new people that have joined here with Operation 11 Charlie. As your family continues to grow, there are people that we haven't reached out yet. So it might be my third time back here. I haven't had, there might be a lot of first timers that never seen us before or heard of who Carryall is. We do discover this every day. Every day I'll wake up to a new email. Just discovered you on Google or Facebook. And, so it is important to break all algorithms and reach out to people, sharing a Facebook page or a post means the world, because that means you're going into another person's algorithm, getting in on their wall. Did we just lose Javier, or did this whole thing go kaput?
I'm here.
You're good, brother.
You're here. Okay. Yeah. My apologies. So the long and short, my name is Mike, aka Munster, M-U-N, that is M-U-N-S-T-E-R, Munster RC. Now, why is that important? It's important because I really try to not only get the point across that we are a small mom and pop veteran-owned business, but at the end of the day, we are RC enthusiasts first. And long before carryall was ever a thing, it was always Monster RC, period. Because when I was getting sober, I was looking for something to redirect my attention on this clean slate journey, this new leaf I was turning over. I needed something to devote my attention and divert my attention onto something a little bit more positive. And that is why I am so grateful for the hobby and the great people that we meet in this hobby for helping, because I truly owe a lot of it to the RC world. If you're new to RC or been doing it for a long time, you can relate to, I don't know, sitting here at dinner time, just kind of spacing out around the people around you as you're thinking to yourself about the next wheels that you're putting on your next truck, or what's that next paint job that I'm doing. It tends to consume your life, so it is a great hobby to divert your attention. But I wanted to introduce myself as Munster to really paint that backstory that we are RC enthusiasts first and foremost. And that is important because as you start to make a product for the RC community, we want to assure them that this isn't a fisherman's backpack that's been, we didn't go to Cabela's and reconvert something different. We are RC enthusiasts building an RC's backpack. And that's really the nuts and bolts of it all. So we will have a chance for you guys to ask any Q&A, but if we can paint a little backstory. So how it all got started was with a V1 backpack, and that confuses new people coming to the hobby. Anybody that came to the hobby somewhere around COVID kind of ask, where's the V1 or the V2? Well, the V1 is kind of how we got started. It was a simple bag retrofitted with our harness. And funny story, when I was about 45 years old, I went to my wife and told her I'm quitting my job and going to gamble our life savings away on an idea. And she checks the forehead. Are you high? Or you sick? What's the matter with you? You must be out of your mind. What do you mean you're quitting your job? And I said, honestly, I think if I do not try this, when I look back on my life, I will have a regret and kick myself that we didn't try this. And that kind of gave me that little inspiration to take that first step forward and give it a try. We had a patent lawyer in the family. Didn't even know at the time what the hell patent law was, or that there even existed patent lawyers. Who the hell would have thought you needed patent lawyers? But anyway, we had one in the family. Things were lining up for all the right reasons over the past several years. Flying out west to California for Proline by the Fire or other events around the country, people would be asking me, why are you doing all this? And at the time, I had no idea. I was like, I don't know, just having fun. Turned out that there's always that next door. You open the next door and the next door, and it's always leading somewhere. You might not know yet where you're headed. I promise you that. But the only thing I can tell you all is to keep opening that next door. Every time something's presented in front of you, open that door and see what's on the other side. And we got started with a simple bag, and it was actually a 3D printed harness. And that was the original X plate here off of the V1 backpack, 3D printed. We were using a printing service here in the RC community, and that is like the most important thing I'm going to say tonight is talking about vendor collaboration, small businesses helping other small businesses. And that was the entire mindset of what we were doing. Vendor collaboration, joint vendor growth, growing together. So the original bag started out with a local printing service in the RC community, and then we filled the bag with other sponsors of the show and other RC businesses within the community. For example, like K&K Hardware, we have the 100-piece carryall RC emergency hardware kit, using the K&K Hardware. Cow RC, Power Hobby. We were reaching out to other brands, trying to get their product introduced into our backpack and what we were doing. And that worked for us for about a year and a half. We did 1,500 V1 backpacks. And I remember this like it was yesterday. It was about a year and a half into the business, and things were going great. We were doing somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 bags a week. Everything seemed to be going great. We didn't have too much overhead. We were ordering bags at that point about 50 at a time. And that's important because you understand, like, we never had that much overhead. It was never that much of an investment that if the wheels fell off or the bottom fell out, we were never completely invested so much that I would lose the house. And we were on vacation. I think we were in Sea Isle at the time. It was like a Sunday night, and I go to place an order for another round of our V1 backpack, and the website that we ordered from shows a big goose egg, a giant zero.
Oh,
And I'm like, my heart starts pounding. I'm like, what the hell? This has to be a typo, something wrong. Sure enough, the old bag, the original V1, was literally discontinued right out from underneath us, literally pulled the rug out right from underneath us, brought us to a standstill, brought a tear to my eye. I thought, this is the end. I was having way too much fun. Things were going too good. And I thought it was all over. After about a week or so of reflecting and crying and picking myself up and dusting myself off, we realized all we needed to do was go back to the original drawing board and look at how we wanted to get going. And that was redesigning, manufacturing overseas our own bag. And if we did our own bag, it could never be discontinued from us ever again. Obviously, the downside to that is the volume of bags that you need to buy at a time is a completely different investment with a lot more overhead and a bigger commitment. I think the saying goes, you need to bet big to win big. I think it was the perfect saying, and it holds true. With a little bit more of an investment, we took that step towards a V2, and that's where all this confusion comes in here with Carry All, with the V1, the V2. We took this transition. It was important to us when we came to Operation 11 Charlie a few years back, and we talked about the V2. Oh, yes, you already stepping on the website. You're going to get a little sneak peek here. The V2 is gone. And you can see the new bag is called the Rock, our RC Overland Carrier. This is a very crude website, and I will apologize for it right out of the gate because I am not a website designer by any means. Did I think at 50 years old I'd be designing a website? Hell no. I've done this website from my cell phone, and I thumb my way through this thing the best that I can. But the big debut and the little sneak peek here that Javier took a look at was that the new bag is called the Rock, and it stands for your RC Overland Carrier. I've been pushing forward with this whole rock thing, the RC Overland Carrier bag. And after consulting with Judd Rummage, who you all know, Judd from RC Pro Rec, he has been a champion in our corner, helping us with logoing. He redesigned our logo for us. Here's one of our new patches. But he pushed us to go to this X2, stay away. That means no change. So the V1 to the V2, it's actually an X, obviously the X2. And what this is now, the Delta series. And that was a suggestion that came from Judd. And I think we're going to run with this. It's already up on the website, the X2 Delta series. And that way we're not changing a ton in the marketing. We're not retraining people's brains. Just the simple X2 Delta series will work for us. The photographs that you were, except the one in our profile image up there at the top of the page, that's actually the new bag, the one that little guy's looking at. We call him Bob, and Bob stands for bug out bag, but his name is Bob. But what I'm going to get to in 1 second is some of the nitty gritty about what is so special about this new bag and what didn't work on the other bag. So, as we made that transition to this V2, one of the cool things that we were able to do was leave behind the 3D printed X. That was this little nagging thing in the back of my mind. Now, I told you, full disclosure, I'm an open book. I wear my heart on my sleeve with lots of emotion. I already told you the numbers. It was 1,500 of these bags were sold in a year and a half. 10 was the number that we warranted because of a faulty X. Now, any mathematician out there or any business owner will tell you those numbers don't jive to be a nuisance. They don't add up to be any type of issue to call you in for a warranty or remanufacturing or changing anything. So what? This was just a little nuisance. It just had this homemade feel to it. And I felt we needed to get away from the 3D printed part. Along with double-sided Velcro and a few other homemade tricks that we have built into the V1. So this was step one. Let's get rid of the 3D printed. Enter in aluminum. This is the first step to going to the V2. The aluminum, everybody's like, oh, shoot, these guys are on point. They got their act together. They figured it out. Well, the downside, there was two things that went wrong with the aluminum. And the cool thing about 3D printed part was we were able to do colored X's. When you do 3D printed, here, my autism X. When you do 3D printed, you get to print every color of the rainbow. So the first bag that we ever did was a black bag with a black X. The very next round of bags we did was a red X. And why did we do a red X? Scooter Scott can answer this. We did a red X for our ambassadors, for our adventure team, whatever you want to call our group, our close-knit family supporters of Carry-All guys. They wore red X's, and we were super proud of this because the red X was like a beacon out there on the trail. If you spot a red X out there on the trail, these are the guys that will literally take the batteries out of their controller and give them to you to make your day better than theirs. And that was so important for us to get this vision out there and extend my passion and enthusiasm for RC and the brand, but to hopefully connect with someone new. Yeah, I mean, you guys can appreciate this with all the veterans and the new people you were introducing this hobby to. You spot a new person on the trail, you want nothing more than that person to come back again next week or the next time you have an event. And how do you do that? You roll out the red carpet for them. You roll out the red X for them, and you give them everything. And if they want to drive a truck that they've never driven before, literally hand them the controller and tell them, go kill the battery, bring it back when you're done. Like, trust that they're going to appreciate what you're doing for them. You know, I've never asked a team driver to give a servo away or give a free truck away to somebody. I'm talking about those little things. Give some assistance, help that person, give them a Band-Aid if they fell, give them a drink of water if they're thirsty, give them food if they're hungry, you know, give them something to get them to see that the RC community is filled with good people. So that was the red X. And then the wheels fell off from there. We did a yellow X for the inducted members of Operation 11 Charlie, green X's for NJ Scale and different clubs. And these clubs were able to put this little signature on their bag and stand out like a motorcycle club, you know, with all their backpacks flicked in the same way and their little click. So when we went to aluminum, the downside to the aluminum was everything was going to be the same. They were all this flashy, shiny, ugly tool die mark. If anybody here has ever worked in a machine shop where you tool aluminum, I dare you to go get this thing made. All right, take my bet. I promise. I'll give you a free backpack. Take my bet. Go get this thing milled. It's 12 millimeters thick and 3D. So there's a layer right here. So to get to that, there's a lip on the outside. So what that means is it's tooled from a piece of aluminum that thickness, and they tool down the rest of it around the outside. It's a $50 piece any day of the week, whatever machine shop, especially go out there on the West Coast. They get the California prices for their machine shops. So you'll see aluminum is not cheap, and tool time to get these things machined is not cheap. But the upside is it shows the quality and the evolution of a brand growing. They're taking that step forward and trying new things. What were we able to do with the Aluminum X? We were able to adhere the Cow RC Pro Mag right in the center. That's good for body pins, hardware. When you're out there on the trail, it's a place to throw your body pins. When you're doing a battery swap, a couple of pieces of hardware, your nuts, your bolts, as long as it's magnetized, we're not going to put stainless steel on a magnet, but as long as it's your black oxidized screws from your RTRs, obviously we're going to stick right here and not go anywhere. But one of the cool things that we did was we go to the rock. You'll see the difference between these two. They are both the exact same thing. They're both aluminum, but one looks different than the other, right? Because now in 2024, as we roll the Aluminum X out onto the bag, it's been glass beaded before it comes to us now. So that's where we're getting that real sexy matte finish on both sides. There's no sharp edges. It's completely dulled down. Anywhere you can get in with the glass bead in all areas, and you don't have that. Sergeant Major will tell you what Heidi did when she cut herself on this. Like it can happen. I mean, we have to sit here and hand deburr these things. I mean, it's a real pain in the ass. But not anymore. 2020
as a ninja star, bro. I love it. I use
whip it. It's like a survival backpack. You can hunt wild boar out on the trail and zing this at people. So the matte finish, it is the same aluminum, no material change. It brings in this sexy matte finish. Now I promise you, if this would have happened 2 years ago when we rolled out the V2, this is how all the bags would have looked right here. With a carry-all sticker in the center, and that would have been it. We did this. We wrapped them.
And you put them next to each other, Mike, so people will see the difference real quick.
Yep.
All one, and let me see the new one right there.
So you can see all the tool marks. Yep. That's all that tool and die marking right there. You can see all that. Now, this one obviously has that center's different because of the cow mat in there, but you can see it on the outside. There's no tooling on the backside, but you get the idea. I mean, it's a completely different finish. Now, this can be, if you wanted to take some elbow grease and some polish, you could sit here and hand polish this thing to a mirror finish. Now, I promise it can be done. I promise you. I'm not polishing everybody's Aluminum X. It's not going to happen. But if you want to take a half hour, some elbow grease, and a little bit of polish, this thing will come up to a mirror finish. Now, branding 101, good business move. So anybody looking out there to take notes and what to do and what not to do when starting a business, I will tell you, have great marketing and good branding. And that's what this X is all about. There's no secret to it. But we were able to adapt and piggyback, join up, collaborate with many different brands by putting their logo right on our X. So we've done the Operational Evan Charlie, FMS, G-Speed. We've done RC Car Action. There is probably 50 different vinyls out there. Castle, go through the whole list. Everybody has given their permission, consent for us to use their logo. Except for one company, we have a Tesla X. I didn't bring it here. We have a Tesla one because somebody, an RC enthusiast, loved his Tesla vehicle so much he wanted to have a custom one done. So he paid a custom fee of like whatever it was at the time, $60 to have a custom wrap done with his Tesla logo. Now we could never sell that. Elon would be up my ass in no time flat suing me, I'm sure. So we don't sell it, but we can do a lot of fun things. We can put, we've done the 420, we've done autism, we can recognize a lot of things and put it on here. So this was it's a little by eye candy. X marks the spot where the truck goes on the bag. The X, I know it gets overplayed a lot out there in the marketing world. XXX, I get it, but it worked for us, and it was a right turn that we made at that time, and didn't know how wicked powerful this little X was going to be in so many different ways. Now, people will always ask us, can the 3D printed X hold this, or can the 3D printed X do that? Listen, at the end of the day, the X wasn't doing anything. It literally was holding the straps in line so they don't flap around, period. It wasn't about tensile strength or holding this, holding that. I think a company came to us. There was a RC company was talking to us about holding an SCX6, the big 6-scale truck on their back. No, listen, you're asking me all the wrong questions. It's not, can the backpack hold it? No, time out. It's not about the backpack at this point.
Was that the Army calling you? That was that?
No, who the heck wants to hold a
march?
Yeah, who wants to do a 30-pound ruck march with that kind of weight on their back? Like, forget about it. Don't ask me if the backpack is strong enough to hold an SCX6. No, the SCX6 needs a dog leash for you to pull it along. Like there's no reason to be putting a 30-pound truck on your back. But it doesn't really have anything to do with strength. It was really more about the marketing. And if you have a YouTube page, if you have a group, a club, the Trail Turtles, GA Rock Zombies, there's tons of great clubs around this country, around the world, that all kind of stick together, want to be proud of what they're doing, and they turned out making some really cool different logos and backpacks. So, stand by 1 second.
Yeah, real quick, while you do that, Mike, I
Yep.
want to welcome. We got Raymond E. Tanner, welcome in. Radioactive Scale RC, welcome in. JDS, brother. Shiki RC, TT4C, Rob Gunning in the house, welcome, brother. We miss anybody. Nature Boy said the new bag is awesome. Got mine last week.
Oh,
awesome, bro. RC Garages, welcome, brother. We miss anybody. Thank you so much for hanging on with us. Radioactive say just stop by to say hi, hit the thumbs up, and have a good night. Thank you, Dwayne, brother. Thank you for stopping by here and hang out with us. Go ahead, brother.
RC Garages, like, big supporter, huge help. He has gotten helped us get across the finish line more times than not. Real sticky. All the great vendors out there have been a huge help, but we owe a lot to Bobby and what he's done as a designer and a great printing service. If you don't have your scale garage yet, go check out what Bobby's doing over at RC Garages. We thank him. He's been amazing. So back at that aluminum X. So what was so cool? Like I said, the Cow RC Pro Mag. If you don't have a work mat at home set up with a Cow RC stuff, you're failing. You are absolutely failing. I tell people there are two moments in my RC journey that I will never forget. The first one was the first Vanquish truck that I got, the first Vanquish kit build that I did. It was literally built on my dining room table. Like, this felt different from the second I opened the truck up. My wife's like, why are you in the house? Like, get outside to the shed where you belong. Get out to the doghouse. Like, go. No, this truck is different. I'm building this one right here. I'm not losing anything. And it happened right on the dining room table. I'll never forget that moment. The second one was the first time I took $150 over to Cow RC and invested it into a workstation. Like, did it all upright, mats measured to the right length. It completely changes your wrenching experience when you are wrenching on a white magnetic work surface. Period. That's all I'm saying about Cow RC. But why is that important? Because we adhere that Cow RC Pro Mag to the center. So I'm sticking the scale can, and that's important because when we started Carryall, very first day when we were drawing the X, we were like, we need to sketch something out. Guys, like, I need a circle, something to kind of trace. You have a soup can or something. I reached in my pocket, grabbed the scale can out of my pocket, and that's how this whole thing got started, right around that thing in my pocket. So we have glass beaded aluminum. That took us the right direction that we needed to go. So as we went to the V2 bag, we left the V1 behind, which was a 29-liter backpack. And everybody seemed to think 29, and you're measuring capacities. So we'll come back to that 29-liter. The V2 was a 45-liter 3-day backpack that they call it. So we spent the last 2.5 years doing the V2 backpack at a 45-liter 3-day bag. Velcro for days. And Velcro was so important to the RC hobby because there are brands out there.
Oh, we lost Mike. We lost you, Mike.
Yeah.
We lost you, Mike. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Let me see here real quick. Yeah, wait until Mike comes back, and he just he's having issues, technical difficulties real quick. Sergeant J, did I say how was your weekend, bro? I didn't, man. Hey, Battle, how was your weekend, man? You muted. I apologize.
My weekend was good, man. My weekend was good. I did a lot of crawling, so went out on Saturday, and yeah, Saturday we had some guys locally. They hosted a just for fun competition crawl.
Oh,
So we went out to our local spot where everybody goes, called Palmer Park, and they set up a little course, and we ran it forward and reverse.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time I ever did any type of actual going through gates and doing a competition. So that was fun.
Nice, that's
awesome.
So it was a good weather down there.
Oh yeah, it was like 60 degrees. It was nice.
Oh my goodness, bro! In Colorado right now, that's crazy, huh?
Yep, it's weird. So like the same thing here. People are getting sick because it's going up and down.
Yes, the same here, brother.
Yeah, we still can't hear you, brother.
Yeah, we still no, Mike. That's awesome, brother.
But yeah, then on Sunday I went out and did some racing around a little track.
Okay.
So we have a little track that's behind a local church. The people there were kind enough to let us use the land there to keep a nice little spot where the RC guys can go stay out of trouble, get some of the kids out there and stuff like that. So we go out there and we groom the track and stuff, and we just have fun, just do a friendly lap. So I ran 4 of my RCs out there actually and had a ball. Then I went to a big old open park and was running the Promoto dirt bike out in the open field.
Bro, how are you liking that Promoto?
Testing.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
There you go, Mike.
You're back, Mike. You're back. Go ahead, Jay.
That Promoto is amazing, man. I recommend it to anybody that's looking for something different. If you're looking something for a real open field or like a big BMX track, or even if you're trying to get into the track stuff, it's good. It takes some getting used to driving, but after you get used to it, it is a ball. Like you will not want to stop running it.
Yes, I'm gonna say
awesome.
This. I want to get the green one. I want to do the James Stewart theme, you know.
Yeah, so mine's gonna be a military camo. So it's gonna be black plastics that I just put on while we were talking and hanging out here.
Yeah.
And it's gonna have OCP paneling, like all the decals. So I'm putting a wrap on it, and I got a uniform being made for it.
Oh, that's
awesome.
It's
gonna be sick.
That's what's up,
I can't wait to get it all done.
Love it. Man, something real quick I want to say before we go, Mike, with Mike back again. SMEDs, man. You guys that know me personally, you know I love knives, man. So man, some beautiful handmade stuff, bro. It just crazy. Let me see. I can
your screen thing's messing you up, brother.
This is
that looks nice,
bro. This is something as look at this one right here, man. Let me see. I can present this one. How do I forgot how to do this, bro.
You should be able to go to your own little screen there and click on your stuff and go to Spotlight.
It won't let me Spotlight. What? Oh, right here. Gee, sweet. Right here. So he sent me this one right here, brother. Look at this. So
that is nice.
Look at the.
What's that handle made out of?
I think it's. I don't know.
Is that wood?
Resin or wood? I think it's wood. I think it's this one. Nice. Look at that. Just this one. And then it's just the one. And look at the finish and everything here, brother.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And look at this one, man. Look at this one, bro.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Look at the details on it, bro. I love it. I love it. So shout out to him, man. I love this custom made stuff, and man, I cannot wait to have this on, bro. You're gonna always have like three of them on, like three of them on me. So, I love that. I love it. So just shout out, man. I just had to show that real quick. Let me see, Mike. Are you back? Battle.
I'm back.
There you go.
There you are.
All right. All right.
We were just doing the commercial. We were just doing the commercial. Go ahead.
No, I thank you. I was reaching down to get the backpack and I completely yanked the microphone cord right out of the computer. It was horrible. I lost everything. 1 second. I'm sending you something, Javier.
Yes, sir.
Javier, I'm texting you some some photos. I don't know if you'll be able to share them from your cell phone or not, but it might help. I was trying to hold the backpack up, but it might be better if you can cycle through them on your phone.
No, send them to me, and I will email them to me. I can show it here on the screen.
All right. Yeah, all right, perfect.
Jeremy, welcome in, brother. So Jeremy, hey guys, just checking in from Minnesota, brother. Welcome, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Go ahead, Mike.
All right. So listen, the long and short of it is I don't want to bore the crap out of you. So I'm going to go on fast forward. And if you have any questions, obviously text them in now so we can come back to it. But the long and the short was we were making that transition into the V2 bag. We went to a 45-liter 3-day backpack decked out with Velcro everywhere so you can make it your own, customize your backpack and make that statement, you know, identify with the brands that you support, identify with maybe events that you attended. You can start to throw patches on this thing all over. We had Crawler Vault. Y'all remember Casey with Crawler Vault? I mean, homeboy broke the internet back then with all this custom USTE special limited edition patches. I mean, making patches freaking cool back then. The Crawlers are us, all of the fun ones. Crawler Colt came along making some really incredible patches. So patches are fun and patches are here to stay. Patches are a huge part of the RC world. The problem was we were only getting bags with maybe like a 4-inch little spot that you could throw up 1 or 2 patches and then the party was over. So our 45-liter bag, what we got right was we identified with Velcro molly strapping all over the bag, able to put patches wherever you want. That took us, like I said, about 2.5 years. Things were going just fine. And it was about July of last year. I went back to the guys on the team and I said, I want to take another look at the bag. Don't let me take a crap on a plate and tell me everything tastes great. Like, let's look at this through another set of lenses. Let's look at it objectively, and even give me a wish list. If you wanted to have Bluetooth speakers, like, tell me, like, lay it all out there. What is your best case scenario? What can we do different to make it better? So that was like July of last year. And all these timelines are going to make sense because you're going to see about the time we ghosted the internet, went quiet, and it was all for a reason. So July of last year, we started getting prepped to make our order with China because you have to do this by maybe September at the latest. If anybody's ordering a bulk order for the holidays, you better have it in by September at the absolute latest, or it's not coming in time for Christmas.
We got ultimate scale RC truck in the house. Rob Matthews, he said USD supports Mike and carry on.
I mean, USTE, another one of those that, you know, you know how important USTE is to Operation 11 Charlie. Same thing, you know. Rob is one of those guys that rolls the red carpet out for his vendors. I mean, it's the whole point of
Army veteran.
It's the whole point of the expo. It is the E in USTE. It is an expo. It is literally designed to highlight the vendor, period.
Yes.
So what I said was about the 45-liter bag. The great thing about going from a V1 to V2 was we changed the sizing. The downside to the V2 was it was a 45-liter bag at the exact same time as being a good thing. It's also a bad thing. When I tell you that the 45-liter 3-day bag, that's a great picture right there, Javier. Just stay there for 1 second. I'm going to come to that.
Go ahead, Battle.
The 45-liter bag, it's big enough to carry your, everything in the kitchen sink, carry all. The downside is there's no need to take a kitchen sink with you for an hour or two out there on the trail. When 99.9% of the RC hobby is going out for an hour or two and coming back, you don't need 45-liter 3-day backpacks, period. The other thing that we lost from the V1 to the V2 was external side pockets. Javier, actually skip ahead. Look for a picture with side pockets. You can see the side pockets there. You can see a side pocket in that one. There's our 420 wrap. Yeah, if you go back one.
No, that's all we got.
Even that big one there, even the one that had the description, you can stay on that one because we'll wrap right through it. So what we did different from the V1 to the V2, V2 to our V3 bag, and we're calling this the Delta Series RC Overland Carrier. We got the sizing right. We took inspiration from the childhood story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and that not too big, not too small kind of mindset. We split this right down the middle. That's how and it's math. This isn't magic. It's literally in the math. It is a 35-liter 3-day or a 35-liter backpack, but we use the exact same footprint. It is still the same length and width. We're dealing with capacity, so we are not expanding as far. That's the most crucial thing I can point out to you is the footprint is still the same. So it holds the 10 scale truck perfectly without expanding as far. To do that, we nailed it with 2 external side pockets that you'll see now. We adapted them onto the bag. So that was that big crucial request that everybody wanted. Mike, I wish it had the side pockets like the V1, something I can reach back, grab my water bottle, grab my battery, something I don't need to unzip to just get quick access to. That was with the side pocket.
Everybody's muted.
We lost them. Yeah, I think we lost them.
We're good. You got me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So 1 point, we got the side pockets. That was like number 1, boom, grand slam hit out of the park. Javier, if you can throw up the photo of that checklist and rapid fire right through it. So the next thing that we did was the zipper pulls. In the V2 bag, we had a black bag with gray zipper pulls. Well, we took it 1 step further. Not only did we do the zipper pull, but we did the entire zipper track with gray zippers. And why is that so important? It makes the bag, you can start to see now the accents where every pocket is. They stand out like it just jumps out at you. You know where the pockets begin and end. So it's beyond just the zipper pull. The entire pocket is now gray zipper lined. The utility waist belt. Javier, I must be sitting on 40 different prototype bags that I've used over the years and owned over the years. As a man in my garage, I got 8 different backpacks for different occasions that do different things. Not one of them had a waist belt like the bag that we did.
Yeah. Okay.
This waist belt, I'm going to try and hold it up here without knocking my microphone off.
Hold on, let me present you real quick, Mike. Let me take this out. Let me present you. Replace right there. Go ahead, bro.
There we go. So the waist belt that comes around now. See this? This is the new waist belt with side hip huggers, with zippered pockets, so you can access, your wallet, your car keys, the essentials right here in the front. Not only do we have your 6, we also have your 3 9 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're still good. You're still
okay. Good. I keep getting a notification that the USB mic turned off. All right. So we got the nice padded hip hugger that comes around the side, right? Bingo, like nailed it. Nothing like I had before. The cool thing is it stands up now by itself. So not even fully loaded, not a ton of crap inside, but it will stand on its own like a kickstand. The one thing that we glazed over as we were talking about the patent 4-hour harness, the extra X TRA, TRA stands for the rig apparatus, the extra, and that is the extra truck on your back. The reason that we've always done it when the outside of the bag was for two reasons. The first one, we were building for scale and trail RC enthusiasts. If you call me about your X-Max or I don't know, your Revo or your Summit, like dude,
your primal. Can I carry my primal on my back?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like this. Click, hang up. Honestly, I don't want any part of it. We were building for scale, trail, overland, RC enthusiasts. And that is what this thing was, a universal bag designed for the adventure guy to get out there with his GoPro, take some super dope scale photos, get freaky. But it's not, you know, have a good time. You know, even on Fridays, we get freaky. So listen, that was the main point was we were building for scale guys. So with scale guys, you got mirrors, you got antennas, you got roof racks, you got a yard sale going on the back of your truck. Yeah. You put that thing inside of a bag, you're snapping mirrors off, you're bending antennas, all your scale accessories and your hard work is getting destroyed on the inside of your bag. The other problem is if you've just been wheeling through a creek bed from up here in the Northeast, getting all muddy, why do you want to put a muddy truck inside the bag? We never wanted to go inside. We hung it on the outside for a reason, and that is why we did the mud flap. You'll see our towel. Go, Javier, go to that photo where you're looking down on the bag. The top had 2 arrows pointing at it.
Okay, let me go back.
Yep. That photo is going to point out a couple of cool things that we did. The first one, you're going to look at the handle. And the moment that you grab the new carry-all bag from that handle, it is a rubber-backed, rubber-coated, heavy-duty handle. So the moment you grab this bag, you look down again, and you're like, this isn't a normal backpack. Like, this handle is beefy, and it's designed for you, you know, to know the second you grab it, you've got something different in your hand. The next thing that we're pointing out there is how the harness works. The original V2 bag stole the shoulder strap harness, and we had the manufacturer add 10 inches of strapping out the front, and that's how we adapted the harness. Not anymore. We focused on the comfort and the wearer, knowing everybody's body type is different. Everybody wants to, you know, shoulders, jackets, no matter what you're wearing. We put the comfort back into the user, and we left the upper shoulder strap alone, and that new, the arrows are pointed it out, the new bag has its own mounting point for the harness now. So it has the 2 for the shoulder strap for you to adjust, and 2 up here for just the harness. That is a big, you know, Judd Rummage, RC Pro Rec himself, the guy helping us with our design. He is truly the only person that ever said anything to us about how we adapted the X. And it was always something that bugged me. I felt like it was a cheat, like it was a shortcut that we took to get this thing to adapt. But the new bag, now that we have a standalone spot just for the harness and put the comfort back in, you know, home run. The other thing that we did, Javier, you military guys are familiar with your rucksacks and compression strapping.
Yeah.
And so when you have your load, use the compression strap to suck the bag tight. We removed all the compression straps from the V2 bag for one reason only. And that was customers were getting the compression straps confused with our harness. So the next time you look at them, they've got their harness all knotted up and tied around their truck, and a waste of time. We went and we took a conscious choice and executive decision to have the manufacturer remove all the compression straps from the bag. It looked way cleaner. Like if you don't have all that extra strapping, looks sexy. But the downside is it's always fully expanded. You've got this giant turtle shell off your back, fully expanded all the time. That was the downside. Well, with the Rock, with our new Delta Series bag, we got super freaking creative, and we took the Goldilocks zone approach, that not too big, not too small. We took a compromise and we outfitted the bottom of the bag. So this has the compression strapping that will allow you to compress the bag, but at the same time, the harness will not get in the way. The straps do not get in the way of the harness. They're hidden on the bottom. You can pull it tight, and here they are. So now you've got compression strapping put back onto the bag.
On the back. Sweet,
Radical on the bag.
Yeah, I was showing back some of the stuff, the photos, because some of the guys that couldn't see it properly, so I'm gonna enhance them.
Yep.
So,
so we took photos of the different size water bottles and things that you can put in here. You know, understanding water bottles are all different sizes, you know, but it will hold a decent sized water bottle. It has a Velcro top. It Velcro shuts. So if you want to put your car keys, your wallet, a battery, something you don't want falling out, it Velcro shut when you need to close it also. Cool thing is it's both sides. So you have a water bottle on both sides. The controller holder. So our controller holder that we used on the V2 bag was a 3D printed MOLLE strap system with a kinetic cord, and that's what we used on the side of the bag for the last 2.5 years. What we did now with the new bag was we had the manufacturer put a new strap system in, adjustable for different controller lengths, with a swivel clip hook system. So you put your controller right in here and it clips right on here. You have 2 different mounting points, 2 different D-rings, depending on what controller you want. So this is an upgraded, beefier, heavy-duty controller holder on your bag. But it gets better. It's on both sides. We have a controller holder on both sides for your lefties or your righties. It doesn't matter. The elephant in the room is you could adapt a 10th scale, or I'm sorry, take that back, 24th micro. Put a micro on one side and your microcontroller on the other side, if you want to. And this will literally hold a micro truck and your controller perfectly off the side of your bag.
Guys, keep posting the questions on the chat real quick. We'll get them. We're going to be answering those questions, guys, real quick when Mike is done.
100%. So I just wanted to point out, again, you're seeing the evolution of a company happening right before your eyes. And these are the little things. When I tell you for the last 6 months, we put this kind of time and attention into the details. So it was probably like around July of last year, we went back to the drawing board. We were looking at what we could do to make things different. How did we get here? One, we partnered with a new manufacturer in China called the Wolfpack. And I have no problem. I'll tell everybody again, I'll spell it for you. Wolf, W-O-W-O-L-F, Wolfpack. Everybody's like freaking out. Don't tell people you got to, you know, where you get your bag from. No, hell, sing it from the rooftops. I don't care. It's a Wolfpack bag. Why is that so great? Go look at the retail price of a Wolfpack bag. Like, go to their website. You're at $130 just to get the party started. So why is that important? That's the footprint that we're starting with now. Like, we completely changed manufacturers and we are starting with a bag 10 times better than we've ever done before. Like my mom, I'm not going to get all sentimental here, but the other day, like we had a delivery. We had our ocean freighter shipment brought and the one by sea. And to just see her step back and see the comparison of then to now, she's like, did you think when you started this, like this is where you'd be at today? And hell no. Like if you compare, we got a video that we're working on right now comparing the original V1 to today. I mean, we've come a long, long way in a short time. 5 years isn't that long to be in business, and in a short time period, we've done something different. But it's important for people to see this isn't a money grab. This isn't, we changed the bag so you go out and buy another bag. Hell no, it has nothing to do with that. What we're trying to show you is, like any good business, go down the list of all the different RC manufacturers and different trucks as they come out. Tracks as all go through them all. Like they all continue to bring the new truck year after year. They continue to learn and evolve. And the same thing happens with the backpack. We get, you learn how to communicate. That the language barrier alone, what you're dealing with in China, is a terribly hard speed bump to get over. We had a massive fail December of this year. We had a shipment sent to us of the new bag that we had to send back the second week of December. When I'm telling you, we can sit here and armchair quarterback all the things that went wrong in the last 6 months, and that shipment coming in October that we had to return was horrible, but we weren't going to force feed something down everyone's throat if it wasn't right. So it was, you know what? They were calling something, they had a word and we were using a different word, or we were using the same word, but it had two different meanings. And you realize it's a big mistake, but no hardship, no financial loss. It was just a delay in the shipment. We got it fixed. So July of last year, as we are going through these changes, we have a checklist of everything that we want to do to the bag. We're moving into September, October, looking at the calendar, realizing like we need to pull the trigger now. We're running out of time. As RC Girl, we all know RC Girl on YouTube and Instagram. She comes along with an Instagram reel of her custom RC Girl backpack and lights us ablaze. She took our business model from 10 bags a week to 10 bags a day. Like literally weren't prepared for the explosion of growth. Like everybody's like, bravo, that's amazing. No, it's not amazing. Like at all. Like if you're not prepared with an inventory surge to handle that kind of growth, like that's an issue. Plus, we were literally in redevelopment. We were in R&D stage, final stage of developing a new bag in this transition right before the holiday. So now orders are coming in from every wife, mother, and girlfriend that has gotten a link from some guy in the RC community saying, I want this under the tree for Christmas. The problem is, December of that year, I'm saying to myself, if I was an RC enthusiast ordering something and I find out December 25th, I got this under the tree, and a week later, come January of the new year, you see this company start posting pictures of their new product, I'd be bummed out, man. Like I'd be really, really bummed out saying, oh crap, I would have waited a week. Like I would have wanted every opportunity to get the newest version. Shoot, that sucks. So what we did, we took the time to reach out to every customer that was ordering at lightning speed and gave them an audible. You can sit here in this unofficial pre-order, ride out the wave, and get the latest and greatest. 99.5% of the people all said, hell yeah, I'm on board, buckle up. I want the newest version. When you get it, as long as it's here before springtime, I'm game. It's the winter months where I'm thinking Christmas was the worst time in the world to ever be out of stock of something. No, it was the best time because the majority of the country is too darn cold to go outside and play with an RC car. So everybody's like, you know what? So what? We'll ride it out as long as it's here in time for Beat the Creek. We're golden.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the question, Mike. I see a question there on the chat. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
some guys they want to order it, and it said, when will this new one will be available on the website?
Okay, so again, I got a message last week, maybe Thursday of last week. I got a DM. Guy says, I'm waiting for you to update your website. I have questions. I want to see photos. I want to get more information. I'm like, dude, time out. No, it's not happening, bro. I myself am not a website designer by any means. I've done it. I built the website right here on my iPhone. I'm like, if you want information, if you want photos, bro, go check out the marketing team and what they're banging out on social media right now. Like, these cats are killing it. They're lighting the internet blaze with our social media. Our Instagram's on fire. We got content out there. We got images. We got all the information. Go there, but don't come for looking for a salesman on our website. I promise you, you are going to be massively disappointed. So, to answer your question, they are live. Sunday night, we slid over to our website. We updated apparel. We threw a softball pitch out there with some new light apparel, all because of Judd Rummage from RC Pro Rack and beyond a Pro Rack, like how we literally hang our trucks. He is also a wizard when it comes to logo and marketing. And thanks to him and his artwork, he was able. Oh, somebody just went and ordered one. Thank you.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
So as and stay tuned. Stop ordering because I'm bringing you a discount code. So
hey,
there's another one. Oh, you stop buying.
All your horses.
I am bringing a discount code tonight, and so
yeah.
The long and short, thanks again to Judd Rummage for what he's done with our marketing. He's given us a great logo to flex. I mean, they killed it on that new patchwork. We updated some of the apparel with the new logo in. And so we slid in there on Sunday night and I threw up the bag. Just as a secret, I didn't make any posts telling the world it's out there. Because there's two things that people ask. When will your website shows that it's out of stock? When will it be in stock? And I'm telling you, never, ever, never, ever. They're never in stock, ever. Everybody's like, every time I come there, it's out of stock. It's never in stock. They're made to order. We write it clear as day. If you can't wait, we are not for you. The carry-all stands for the choice is yours. The alternative is us. We literally do not have a gun to your head. We are not making you buy anything. If you want it, it's here, but you need to wait, period. And if you can't wait, we are not for you. Go somewhere else. Grab another bag. I'm telling you, if you want to support a mom and pop RC enthusiast, veteran-owned business, then you come here. That's why the people come here. But it's usually a 1 to 3 week wait. Now, have we shipped bags the next day? Somebody orders one day, we send it the next? Absolutely. Have we taken product to events and sell them, on hand? Yes. There's the long-term vision for Carryall to put up a base model backpack that you can grab that day and take it home and have it shipped the same day. Yeah, that is the long-term business model for us. And we hope to get there with a base model bag. But right now, the way we have it set up is you go to the website, you select the vinyl wrap that you want on your axe. You can get it raw, bare naked, or you can pick a vinyl wrap and you pick an accent color for your kinetic cord, and out the door you go. And now the sticker shock, the thing that's going to mess everyone up, and we're not like going crazy putting it out there, but there is an elephant in the room, and I don't know how else to make this go down. Take a hit from your vape or take a shot of alcohol before you hear this, whatever it's going to take to numb your body a little bit, or sit down, because I'm going to shock you all when I tell you the price of the bag went up. And there's nothing we can do about that. It is the world that we live in today. Go grocery shopping and go tell me how much your grocery bill has gone up in the last year. Like, it's life. From the tape that we use to tape the box, to the cardboard box, to every component, to have the bag shipped here, to have the bag manufactured, every single piece has gone up in price. There was nothing we could do about this. So the new bag, 1000% is not the same cost. We literally threw 10 key changes at this bag all at the same time. Any one of them by itself would have been enough to roll out this Delta edition and say, here's our new bag. But the cool thing I can tell you all is we nutted it all together. We threw it all at the wall at the same time. We gave it to you all at once. We threw a lot. Like, you start to look deeper and deeper. And the one answer I can give everybody, the one question we get from everyone is, well, the V2 had this or the V2 had that. The simplest answer I can tell you is nothing changed that way. We didn't take anything away from the V2. It's all there. You came to Carry All for the bladder bag attachment, to be able to hang a 3-liter bladder bag in your backpack. Guess what? It's all there. Improved harness inside the bag, insulated to keep your water cool, hose adapter routed out the top. Stop buying bags. I got a promo coming. Honestly, that the nuts and bolts of this whole thing is we took nothing away. We gave it everything. And Javier, throw up that. Oh, you know what? I can pull it up on my phone. So we nailed the 35-liter compact design, external side pockets, the utility Batman waist belt that comes around not only your 6, now on your 3 and your 9 o'clock position. Accented zippered pockets, the reinforced carry handle, lower compression straps, adjustable shoulder strap, dual-sided ambidextrous controller holder, left and right hand side. The last thing and again, everything that we had set up for the mud flap is all there. The 2D rings that are on the top of the bag, that's for the towel. That's your mud flap. This is going to be hitting the website very, very soon. This is designed to hang here and protect your bag. If the tires are muddy, you won't get mud all over your patches or all over the backpack. And that is literally the purpose of the trifold towel. Again, wipe the sweat off your forehead in the summertime, or keep your hands clean. Work mat. I mean, call it killing 3 birds with 1 stone. The towel does a lot. We'll be doing more on that in the very, very near future. We have Size Matters coming down to hang out with us next week to help us go through some YouTube content and make some really good comparison videos of this and that. The last,
go ahead.
I just wanted to point out one last thing. And the downside of the V1 or V2 backpack that people would complain about was getting into your backpack. So if you wanted to access the bag, you have to undo the Velcro strapping and pull the X out of your way, flip it up out of the way to access your zipper pockets. What we did with the new bag, I'll try and zoom in on this here. First one I'm going to do, left-hand side. Ready? Wait for it. Boom. One more. The money shot. Oh, it's on the clip. No, wait, I'm going to do it again. Do it one more time, because this is fun. The money shot. Boom. The clips are quick access clips. Bingo. So there's no undoing of the Velcro. Flips up out of the way.
Yeah, okay.
And snaps back down. You understand?
Yeah.
So this strap, your center strap, holds the X down out of the way, snaps in place. The only time we're using this, and we have a full documentary video coming on how to attach a truck to your bag, just for the people watching at home real quickly, we like to hang the rear of the truck up top, front end pointing down. We slip the kinetic cord over the front tire, cinch it tight. The rear Velcro straps go around the rear axle. Your third middle strap gets woven through the axles underneath, through your links, or it is now long enough to go around the outside of the truck. This is just an insurance for like that 10+ pound truck to lock it down to the bag. That's what that's there for. But that is basically it in a 2-hour nutshell, or I don't know how long we've been yapping. I know I get a little long-winded. I'm sorry. I am obviously.
Oh, hey, how we saying?
Hey,
We
I'm back. I'm gonna stop moving around over here. Every time I keep bumping this goddamn cord.
Fix it again, Mike, because it's breaking up.
Even the microphone gave up.
Hang on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike George has reached his new world record for an hour and 20 minutes straight of non-stop.
Hey, like we say in the military, drink water.
Great stuff, though. I think it's amazing. I'm excited about this backpack. I really want one. And I found one little minor thing that I had concerns with the previous backpacks, but I found a solution for it. Is here in Florida. It's 80, 90,
Bingo.
almost 100 degrees here when we're wearing those backpacks. I found a cooling piece that attaches to the backpack on the inside. And so it's been working amazing. And with that new backpack, it's going to work even better. So I am super stoked.
Share that with me, brother. Share that with me.
Yep.
I love that because I travel. You guys know that I travel with my V2. And
yes, every time in the airport you're posting.
Yeah, I have always had my V2. I never had any issue like finding a spot for it. So I love it.
Yeah, someone asked me if it was what they call TSA certified. Is your bag TSA certified? I'm like, oh wait, time out. I'm not getting in this rabbit hole with you. What I'm gonna tell you is go check with your whoever your airline flight is, go check with them, because what I learned is they're all different. Like one airline says this, the next one says that. Some you bring a carry-on with you, some you have to check everything. So listen, is it larger than that little compartment that they tell you it's supposed to go in? It is, but I've snuck through with mine as a carry-on every time without an issue. Do I get the stink eye once in a while? Sure, people eyeball you like that's a little big, but whatever.
Yeah, mine, I don't never had an issue. I don't go all out putting like freaking fat, I let some room because you can
you can compress it.
And so I never had no issue checking it in. I always have it carry on, so never had an issue. The only thing I have an issue, you guys know that I have my grenade.
Oh yeah.
And they stopped me just for not for the bag. It's the grenade. I said, that's fake. But it's a separate that you could put stuff in it. That one.
Yes, right? Yeah. And we've been making these. I did one. I painted one authentic. Like it looks like a real grenade, but it does keep all of your tools and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I never got one of those. I need one of those with my next one.
Just make sure to put it in your bag that goes in the under the plane, because you're gonna have issues every time I get stopped. Come here, stop.
You go through the airport check-in with a lipo bag with like a couple of 3S lipos with the wire coming off with a lipo. With the cell checker, you're going to get people looking at you like it's some kind of a bomb, the way it's all contorted. But the last time we flew, the guy didn't even care. He's like, I told you, don't take anything out of the back. Keep going. Literally check nothing. They scan everything with an x-ray now. Like, they don't care.
That's what I thought the first time I flew, because, I mean, it looks like a chunk of C4 with a wire hanging.
Yes!
Every time I've been to... Like, they never stop me for batteries. Never.
I've been stopped a lot. Almost every time.
I put the lipo bag in its separate tray and send it through the machine, expecting this thing to light up like a Christmas tree. Like, be called in the back room, but now just slid right through.
And what is the issue, Sanjay? Why did they stop you? What are those reasons?
Sometimes if they see the battery, they'll pull it out and they'll put it in their little machine and they'll swab it and all that to make sure there's no explosive chemicals, residue on it or anything like that, so it doesn't flag.
Squint your eyes. It makes sense.
Every airline has their own their LiPo limits on how many watt hours. It's not really about the milliamp hours or none of that. It's like total watt hours of all the batteries you have. So a lot of times if you just wrap them up right, keep them in a clear plastic bag, tape off the ends with electrical tape or something, you have no issues. They don't even bother you.
That's cool. That's cool. I never, because I never had I always have my LiPo back on it, and I take only a couple of batteries, not.
Yeah, that's what I do. One or two.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's my God, Mike. Hey, Mike, it's Mike's fault.
My fault.
We passed our time. We passed our bedtime.
Yeah.
No, we love it.
I apologize for that. If you cannot tell, I am super passionate about this hobby, and we are super duper stoked about this bag. Like,
we love it. We love it, bro.
I can't tell you enough. Like, if I haven't gotten my point across to you all, I've done a terrible job tonight. If I can't express like all these changes that we've done, we literally, any negative, pro, con, anything that you've heard, like, we solved it all. There's really literally nothing that you can say like that we haven't done, and to be able to give it to everybody all at once and roll it out, like, we are just beyond excited. So honestly, if there's any questions, please let them rip. If not, if you have a question at any point, you know how to find us. You can find me, Monster RC on Instagram, carryall_RC on Instagram, Facebook. For the people, when I get this comment, I've been waiting 2 months for you to respond to my email. Bro, get over yourself. I'm not looking at emails from 2 months ago. Okay. So get over yourself. Send me another email. I promise you. I am not looking at my emails from 2 months ago. If you were sitting there, if I'm talking to you, if you're waiting for me to return your email or answer you, it's not going to happen. I
promise you. He does it to me too. He does it to me too. It's okay.
I promise you, it's not going to happen. Now, I'm not as bad as Kate from Castle. Okay, like, I'm not that bad.
Mike, did I miss the discount part?
You didn't yet. I'm going to tee it up right here. So the simplest answer is, if somebody does email me, so the first thing I do, if I catch it, I respond to it instantly and say, text me. Here's my cell. Boom. And sometimes that turns people off. I've gotten every excuse under the sun, from deaf to don't talk on the phone to gun shy and abort. Like, they don't like it. And I'm like, listen, I promise you, I can get so much farther in a 10-minute, hour-long conversation. I promise you. We are going, I time them. My average phone call is about an hour and a half. And
plus, Mike.
Plus. But I promise you, we are going to get 10 times farther than the emails back and forth, any confusion. Humans suck. And I've come to this conclusion. I was going to wear a shirt tonight with an alien head that said humans suck on it. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Social media has ruined this planet, and the texting and the communication that you get through written communication is horrible. Everything goes off in the wrong direction. But if we can get down to the nitty gritty and meet in person or talk on the phone, we're going to get the context cleared up, and we're going to know where we're coming from. We were talking about this earlier today. Like, the context is lost, but we can get there if you hear it. If you hear the passion and my excitement, we're going to get there. So I do normally say, text me, call me. The other reason is, we are a small mom and pop. And if you think I'm sitting at my computer all day waiting and responding to the emails to the guy that says that he has 17 subscribers on his YouTube channel and he wants me to send him a free backpack so he has some content to cover, those are great. Like, I have tons of them emails to sort through every day. Send me free stuff. once you get through them and you get to the real people looking to purchase something or have a real question about it, maybe, when you get to them, I tell them, call me. But you know, don't be taken back by it. It's the norm. But I'm a one-man wrecking crew, and I'm not sitting there on the computer all day waiting to do this, but I can keep my Bluetooth in, keep working. How many, Robert and I will sit there and talk for hours in the morning because we can keep our Bluetooth in and keep moving. But everything doesn't have to stop when you're writing an email and did I get this word right and all that nonsense.
Hey, Son, I have a question. One of our veterans has a question. Is the hip belt removable?
Oh, it's not removable.
Okay.
The 3 and 9 o'clock position, it's not removable, but it will fold in behind you. So literally it will tuck away, but it's sewn onto the bag. But so if you don't want that to come out and you do not want it on your side, you just fold it in and it stays.
Okay.
You just tuck it in behind you.
Yep.
Lock it back. But I'm telling you, once you feel that for the first time, when it comes around your side, I felt like I was putting on like a jet rocket. Like, I'm like, man, I just kind of locked into this thing. This is good stuff.
Hey, JD says a phone conversation with Mike will be good on a road trip. Yes, I can testify for that, definitely.
Scale Rat is looking for the promo code, and I promise you, I was coming here tonight with a promo code. So Carryall has a YouTube channel. At 50 years old, I never thought I'd be getting a YouTube channel at all, but it took my almost 18, she'll be, and I kept thinking, my daughter has been talking about voting for like the last 4 months. Like, Dad, I'm voting in this year's election. And I'm thinking November. Like, oh, yeah, votes in November. Her birthday's in November. Like, okay. My wife tells me that last week, she's like, our daughter turns 18 next month. I'm like, wait, time out. Wait, it's not till November. Oh, crap. Her birthday's next month, but the voting isn't until November. I had it all wrong in my head. Total shock and all. My daughter's turning 18. Like, I can't believe it. So watching my kids, my 18 and 16-year-old son walk around, they're glued to their phones. Literally, like my son's watching kids play video games on his YouTube, like playing video games. It's the YouTube is a wicked powerful platform for communicating with people. So Carryall launched its YouTube channel. It's a little deceiving. It stands for Rad RC Show, but that if the behind the scenes and the computer's tricked a little bit, we have it routed a different way. It is Carryall RC's YouTube. It's the Rad RC Show. We are bringing it back. We have a new co-host. Robert's been there many a times. We have some new news we'll be announcing on that very, very soon. But on behalf of the Rad RC Show, they are bringing you a 10% off discount code. Now, that might not seem like much, but I promise you, every little bit helps and every little bit hurts. Helps you, hurts me. And 10% goes a long way. Maybe cover the shipping on the back end. It might help somewhere, but on behalf of the Rad RC Show, we are going to put up a promo code, and I'll text this over to you later, Javier, and it will go live tomorrow. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to put it at 12:01, so that means at midnight tonight it will go live.
Probably we'll still be here.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hey, we got a bet going, so just keep doing your thing.
If we are, I'm just gonna stay up and sleep out. I'll be sleeping out here. The dog will have my place, and I'm just staying out here all night. Rad RC10. We will put it in writing. Rad RC10. Well,
Rad RC10, people. Rad RC10
stands for RC Addicted Dads. The Rad RC Show, and we've been using that platform for the last year and a half or so. As a live, we're going to try and change the content a little bit, not necessarily a live stream every week, and focus more on a little less volume, better quality. This will give us a little, you all know what you guys put into this show week after week. This stuff ain't easy. This is, but luckily it takes an army to put this together, and you have help. When you're doing it with a smaller crew, it's demanding, to put it lightly. So maybe a little less of the weekly and a little bit more focused on the quality. But what we are going to be rolling off on the Rad RC show, the first videos that will be coming out are going to be tutorials. And these we can spin into reels. So once we get the tutorial together, we can chop it up. But we're going to focus on those little questions, that the things that people that I take for granted. When you stare at this thing all day long, you see it a certain way, and you realize when people see it from a different way, they're not seeing it the same thing. And those little answers aren't right there. So that's when I say there's no question. It's a dumb question by any means, but please, we would rather give you all the ammunition that we possibly can to go and fight this battle, and win. So let us give you all the information and show you the way we do it. And then obviously it's universal. Then you're going to have to adapt it your way for whatever modification or tricks out things that, we haven't seen before, for you to adapt it your way. But I promise you, we'll do it. We'll share the information.
One last question, Mike, before we start wrapping this up, start saying our goodbyes. Guys, and any more questions after this one, feel free to reach out to any of us, and we will push it forward to Mike, guys. So feel free. And if we miss any questions, please do so. Contact any of us here, and we'll get it. We'll get it to Mike. I'm trying to get an answer for you.
I'm surprised no one asked about Beat the Creek and if there are going to be backpacks at Beat the Creek.
Well,
did that come through?
No, but
no.
Answer
no, that's usually the one. People love to see the product at the event. So the way that we bring product to an event is, first, we need to make sure that Dreamer and I have gone through all of the open orders. So I am never going to an event with product to sell with an open order out there. Now that changes. So let's just say we're getting on an airplane Friday morning or Thursday night. We're getting on, packing up our stuff and closed up for the day. If an order comes in that kind of a time window, obviously we'll handle it when we get back. But we're not going to an event with open orders. We close out everything. Is it hard? Yeah, some weeks, sometimes Jimmy and I have been grinding a little bit longer and harder than we normally would to close them out. But we will come to an event, and that's always our goal, to close out the order so we can get to an event. And if we're not there in person, we usually have somebody there, Fish and Bill, Scale Rat, RC Car Action. Somebody's always willing. Operation 11, Charlie's done it, always willing to hold bags at their table and move them on our behalf. Nick Barber over at RC Orlando. We usually have our tentacles somewhere at most events, maybe not with a on-site presence, but some way we can get some bags out there to them. But we will be at Beat the Creek. We will make sure that we will have something there. But if you want to be assured that you're going to have your bag for Beat the Creek, obviously get in line, grab one of the Beat the Creek special edition bags ahead of time, count your clock, get about 3 weeks out, make sure you leave us plenty of time to close out your order, make sure you have it. But a pre-order before Beat the Creek is ideal. And that pretty much is how we solve a lot of them. So we'll show up with 10, 12, 15 bags. There might only be 2 of them there that don't have names on them. So they go quick. That's not our thing. Well, pre-order. Or no, I'm actually saying it wrong. Made to order. It's not technically a pre-order. They are made to order. We have inventory here. So what we did in December was we split the shipment up. Like most businesses out there, they will move an air shipment at a higher price, but to get the party started, they get a small volume of them kicked in here, and that gets everything going. And then the ocean freighter moves along at a turtle's pace, literally 45, 60 days out is the normal turnaround time, moving something in a cargo ship. Well, I'm here to tell you everything's here, but like literally got blindsided. Yeah, I know people that use tracking numbers like a hawk. They'll literally track. a roll of toilet paper they ordered on Amazon. They're watching this thing like, why didn't it move? When's it going to be here? You know, thousands and thousands of dollars and hundreds of bags. I didn't even check a tracking number. Like, didn't even look at it. I knew like 45, 60 days out, I'm not even going to look. Well, did that ever bite me in the ass? Because they just showed up here one day, 2 cargo ships, 2 cargo trucks at 2 different trips. They had to come. One truck came, dropped off the first half, and then about 4 hours later, another truck shows up to drop off the remaining balance, and literally got caught with my pants down. It, like, what? Like, this was not supposed to come yet. But the good news is we have them all. We have air and sea shipment. We have plenty of bags to go around.
So, Mike, one last question. There will be the last question, guys, for tonight. And we got to start saying our goodbyes. Spin Rush underscore C1 asking question, Mike, what's the warranty like? If I'm not satisfied with the product, can I get a refund, lifetime warranty? What is the warranty on the?
Okay, so this is a gray area. It's a thin line. The reason why, as a dad, you've had your children go off to school and they spend a cycle, a year at school, and you see their backpack. You know what it looks like the first day of school and on the last day of school. These things look like they've gone through a war, stretched out, ripped up, broken, beat up. Backpacks take a freaking beating. There's normal wear and tear that you just can't warranty. Like, there is something to that. Like, at some point, backpacks do not last forever. That's just the way of life, period. I don't know how else to tell you. You can't warranty everything. It's a gray area because we have to use some sort of, we need to get clarification. If you're telling me you slammed your buckle in a car door and you shattered a buckle, oh, I went and turned and got caught in the car door and it shattered. Well, why is that my fault? Like, what? That's clearly a user error problem. It got caught on a tree, ripped, shredded, did something. Like, there's things that come down to normal wear and tear and user error. Within reason, we stand behind, and people will attest for the stuff that we've sacrificed and given back to people. We will warranty a lot. So it's not a refund. It's not, you can't test it out for 30 days and send it back to us. But if you get the bag and it came with a rip, if it came with a broken buckle, like that's normal stuff that we're going to stand behind, dude. Why on earth would I tell you you received the shipment from us and there's something wonky on it, broken? Like, that is not your fault. We are not going to make you suffer with something like that. Of course, warranty, we will replace it. And we've attacked it a couple of different ways. One of the easiest ways for us to do a warranty is you keep the aluminum X on yourself. You keep the aluminum X. We'll send you a bag. You adapt the new aluminum X to your new bag, and then you can send us back the old bag. And the reason we want the old bag back is we can learn from it, if that makes sense. Like, the closer, like, you can send me all the photos you want, but with AI and ChatGPT and all the Photoshop in the world, a photo doesn't do anything for us. Like, you can manipulate the crap out of them. I have a photo of me in Hawaii yesterday, and I wasn't in Hawaii. I have Taylor Swift next to me. I've never met Taylor Swift, but she's next to me. Photos are great. You can do a lot with a photo. But you send the bag back for us to learn from. We can pick it apart. We can rape it and mutilate it and steal stuff off it and use it for something else. Beta test with it. I'm not going to tell you all the kinky things we do with your old bag, but I promise you, we get the old bag back in the warranty, but we can learn from it. So I didn't answer your question. I get it. It's a gray area. We would handle a phone call. We would talk you through it. We get some information and take it on a case-by-case scenario, but 90% of the time it's a warranted replacement.
Yeah. It says JD on my V1 on the inside pockets had a tear. I never reported, but my wife's
sewed it.
Sew it up. And
perfect.
Yep.
Rock and roll. That's the way you do it.
It's my experience, yo. I never had an issue with none of mine, and we
Things
take
happen. I mean, I've seen knives go through them, but I promise you, bags don't last forever.
Yeah.
And
So
you start throwing RC cars and stuff on them. I mean, you're beating the snot out of these things. Like throwing tools and hardware and stuff gets thrown in the bottom of them. I mean, you're throwing them in
All
the
of
back
mine
of your
have held
car.
up really well. So
Yeah.
Just regular stuff.
But things happen. We've seen bags go out to people, and we will try and catch as much as we can. But when you're ordering a massive volume of it, I was 2 bags in on this last shipment, and I found an issue with one. Like, I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is the second bag in this bulk order I pull out, and I found an issue. One of them was missing that strap that went across, but luckily we catch it. Not telling you we're going to catch it every time. You know, so you let us know. But we'll stand behind it. We're not going to stick it to you. Believe me, this isn't a scam. No one's laughing behind your back. No one's in a casino gambling your money away when you know it's made to order. And I'd be my own worst customer. I get it. I would hate to wait 3 weeks for something. I know the sacrifice, and that's why we give so much back, because we know what the commitment is. I would hate it. I probably wouldn't buy a carry-all bag. I'd be like, bro, you ain't sitting on my money for 3 weeks. Kiss my ass. I ain't buying from them. I get it.
Why don't you want to start the goodbyes for us?
Yes, I'm out.
Okay.
I'll be quiet.
What's the code? What is the code?
The code. It was. I think I wrote it down.
Rad RC10.
Rad RC10. Rad RC10. I already put it on the chat.
But the timeline, don't start yet. The 7 people that bought bags in the last hour. Stop. Like, wait, we can say 10%.
They just want to support you full price, brother. That's all.
I get it. And nobody's bitch. Nobody's sending us a message and said a word. I mean, I was like, man, I hate even raising the price. I love flexing in the last 4 years.
I think the ones that waited till 10/28 for the code, they might complain.
I know. We'll make sure we can.
Thank you.
All love, Mike. All love.
Thank
I
you.
thought for sure you were going to do this or that with Javier.
Oh, we could.
No, hell no. That will add another hour. I gotta go.
We'll get him on the Rat Show for this.
Yes. I will say here, RC Garage said, "Great job, Mike. 2 hours. Congratulations."
On the light end, people have suffered through this phone call many a times. I was so oiled in and dialed in on this because this is all I've been doing since December.
Awesome. Alexander, welcome in, my brother. Good to have you here. We got some more veterans on the chat. So we're gonna start saying our goodbyes, guys. We have been posting again on the website here, guys, so you guys can check it out. Any question again that you may have for Mike, feel free to reach out any of us, and we will push it forward for Mike. And trying to get all that stuff for you guys. But you guys have the website there. Check them all. Also, let me see. I could post it here as well. Check him on excuse me, on Instagram, right? I'm gonna be posting the link as well. Also in Facebook, guys. Carry on. Let me see.
And people in the chat.
Yep.
Just know that Dennis types that wrong. It's Rad RC10, not exclamation point 0.
Yeah, the cap locked on me.
Yeah, it's too late. Hey, it's too late for Dennis. You see, it's too late for Dennis. We gotta make sure, Dennis, you took your medication, bro.
He got into my nap time.
And make sure. Give me 2 hours to get back inside.
And
type
midnight,
this in.
yep.
I need to turn it on. I could probably be doing it while we're talking, but
thank you, Rock. Yeah, Rad RC10, guys. It's gonna go live at midnight. Let me see here, guys. If we miss any question, again, feel free to reach out to any of us. I think that's it. We're gonna be start saying our goodbyes, guys. Next Monday, to our veterans, O11C veterans. Next Monday is gonna be our motor pool Monday. So O11C motor pool Monday. So we're just gonna be hanging out here, RCing, fixing the stuff on the what you have on the bench, and any question that our veterans may have. All you guys are invited. So, a lot of our guys are new to the hobby. So that will be a good opportunity to answer some of those questions for those veterans, guys. So We're looking forward
Nice.
for next Mondays. O11C Motor Pool Monday. Let me see here. Can I say my promo code really quick? So it's RC Garage has a promo code. Go ahead, RC Garages. Feel free to post it there, brother. And then I think that's it. That's it. Let me start with Sanjay so we can start saying our goodbyes, guys.
Hey, another great live in the books. Shout out to the host. I mean, with a special guest here with the nice bags, man. I might have to get one for myself. So I like to support a veteran-owned business. So I'd like to get in there and get something from you. So wait for that promo code to come out. So appreciate everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat, and the YouTube's there. And I'll catch you on the next one. Sergeant J out.
Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you for your service. That's still active duty. Our Sanjay, man.
Wow.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Let me say, Alexander said, been waiting since November for this back. Mike's been great. Very responsive and helpful. Awesome. Go ahead, chat, brother. To start saying our goodbyes, chat. We just saying our goodbyes for the show. It's chat first show. So we say goodbyes.
I got you. Thank you for welcoming me into the family. Thank you for accepting me on the show tonight. I look forward to being here again on Monday.
Yeah.
Motor pool. I was a Navy CB heavy equipment operator, so I'm all about motor pool.
There you go.
Mike, if you ever need anybody on your show as well, hit me up. I'll glad to jump in. RC is my life right now. It's the one hobby that has saved me from literally taking the easy way out. So if you ever need me, I'll be there for you, brother. But otherwise,
100% yes. Hit me up.
O11C, I love you guys. Stay safe. Take care of yourself. Know that you have value and you are loved. Good night, guys.
Who am I, brother? Thank you for the service, and thank you for becoming part of our brothers. That's awesome, bro. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead, Dennis.
As usual, thanks for the invite. Appreciate it. Chad, thank you for your service, and welcome to the family. It's always nice to see another veteran come in.
Yes.
And my father was also a Navy SEAL back in Korean War. I'm sorry, not a SEAL, CB.
I got you. I knew what you meant.
I'm sleepy.
Past is nap time.
Appreciate it. Everybody in chat, thanks for hanging out. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for being part of what we do, my brother. Thank you so much. Sergeant Majors in the house says, did someone say motor stables? Hell no. Motor pool, son. Major. Motor pool next Monday, Sergeant Major. So hopefully we can have Sergeant Major here with us. So he says here, RC Garage is 15% off. And what's that code on for what? Please do so. What, 50% off, or what's the code for? Please put that on the chat, brother, so we can share it here. Let me see here. Who else? Josh.
Thanks for having me. I feel like I'm a V3 carry-all bag expert now.
There's a quiz.
Great show, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, Josh, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Bennett.
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because everybody else had a lot to say, Mike. I did get an anonymous message though saying that your math teacher from 1962 wants her glasses back. I don't know who it was. It said anonymous. Have a great week, everybody.
Thank you, my brother.
Love you,
That's Bennett. Much love, brother. Okay, so 50% off, guys, and 1/10 scale garages, guys. 50% off, guys. So check them out. Check them out. Isaac.
What's up, everybody? It's really just great to see someone with such a passion and excitement coming in here talking about a product that he's really made his own, relating to the hobby and the support you've given back to us. So, I just really appreciate seeing that. And yeah, thanks so much for everybody coming out here.
Awesome, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for your service, and thank you for being part of what we do, my brother. Let me see here. We're gonna skip Mike. Mike is gonna do just a comment. He's gonna write something. No. Go ahead, Rob.
What the reason I was so quiet, I was sitting here trying to set this promo code up.
Go ahead.
It says scheduled, and I did it for my sobriety date, 3/24, March 24th. It's good until my sobriety date.
Oh.
I kind of just picked that date to end while we were standing here. So it's good, plenty long enough. It's what, 3 weeks out. We're good. So enough on the discount. We said enough. I beat you to death and threw throwing stars at you tonight. And I gave you all the meat and potatoes. There's nothing else we can say about it. We beat it to death, except thank you all to this freaking panel. You guys are family. It was very sentimental to me for me to be back here tonight. I mean it from my heart. I had goosebumps. I was super excited about this all day long. It meant the world to me. Nathan and all the people behind the scenes, the work that you put into this show is badass. Obviously, as veterans, my heart is out and thankful for all of your service and everything you've done. But just know this club is the real deal. You guys are a nonprofit doing it for all the right reasons. Please, if you're watching this, share it tomorrow on your Facebook page. It only grows with you guys watching it. And that means break the Facebook algorithm, break the social media algorithm, like and comment. Even if you're here, like it, comment. It means everything to this show to give it growth. And then hopefully we'll break outside the RC world a little bit more, and more people will find out what we're doing. There's plenty of veterans out there looking for us. They just don't know it yet. We need to be a beacon for those veterans that are calling out for help. They don't even know that we're here yet. So how do we find them? Break the algorithm, like, comment, and share this thing tomorrow. Get it out there, and maybe through somebody else's Facebook page, it's going to land on the doorstep of that veteran that's been looking for us. So I thank you all. I give you a big salute, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for a great night. I will shut up to keep me out of divorce court. So
much love, brother. Much love, Mike. Love you very much, brother. Thank you for your service. This is what we do, brother. Well said right there. Go ahead, Robert. You muted, Rob. You muted. Oh, yeah, you lost the opportunity, Rob. Okay.
I was talking too much.
Cut it.
So this is why I love everybody that's in the chat room. 80% of you guys have held on till 10:38 at night. I love you guys. That is awesome. That is the support that we appreciate, and we're grateful for every single one of you. So thank you so much. Everybody on the board right now, you guys are awesome. Same thing. We all held on to this long, dying, laughing in the background. It's great. Chadwick, it's awesome to have a new member. Like, I'm grateful you're here. Thank you for your service. And we all have a dream here. We have an objective that we're trying to get through, and you're a right person for this job. So thank you and welcome aboard. And Mike, dude, I got a lot of love for you. I know nobody else knows how much you talk. I expected this. I knew this last week when we knew we were going to have you live, and I knew I was going to be dying this whole time. But I got a lot of love for you, because what a lot of people don't know is at the beginning of Scale Rat was just the name I was throwing around, right? Mike came up to me. He loved everything I had done. He loved the paint work. He loved the 3D printing stuff. And he fully supported me at the beginning. He had gotten me connected to the right people in the industry to help me set a tone for where I'm at right now. Okay. Now, here's something that Mike might not know. So, Mike, in 2 days from now, I am going to be the product developer and marketing for
Breaking news. Go ahead.
You messed it up.
Oh, my bad.
He cuts you off.
He cut me off.
Go ahead.
Product developer and marketing for J Concepts.
Nice, bro.
So that's I'm starting that position in 2 days from now. I'm super excited. little
Yeah.
nervous, but it's guys like you, Mike, and everybody else that's on the board right now that encourages me to push harder and to be the guy that I can be, my full potential. And now I have a large company that has seen what I can do and wants me to be a part of it. And I'm grateful. So Mike, I am very grateful for you, man. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations, brother. Very happy for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Awesome. My bad, Rob. But I had to do it. I had to do it. That, man, that's awesome. Awesome, guys. Very excited for that, guys. Amazing
Do we get to
show.
blame you for the crazy names?
Yes. It's like
The crazy names of the bodies and stuff that come out?
oh yeah.
We're gonna be working on
yes,
some
yes.
of those things.
So yes, now we're gonna be complaining to Rob. Yeah. That's how it goes. Yep.
Like,
Yes,
what the
sir.
hell is a megalithic?
That is one of a kind. Okay. That's what we call an original. All right. AKA, that's what we call an original hit, in the music industry. This tire is an original hit. So, it hit so hard it got banned. All right. And it didn't take long for it to get banned. And it's because
By only
everybody else
one
is scared of
organization.
Awesome, guys. So that's awesome, man. Looking forward for that. Again, next Monday, guys, we're gonna have O11C Multiple Monday. We're gonna have a bunch of our veterans here and a representative here, helping some veterans out and doing some maintenance on those RC. So I'm looking forward to that. Congratulations and welcome to Chad, Jesus, Brandon and Tabitha, our newest inductee this past weekend, between California and Florida. So we are very excited, and we have more inductions coming up, guys. Go ahead, Bobby.
3 more minutes and I win the bet.
Did we get Sergeant J on the way out?
Yeah, we got Sanjay.
Yeah, I was the first one. Yeah.
Roger Ball.
32 minutes ago.
That's why we forgot. Hey, my bad, Sanjay. We forgot to say how
I forgot to say hi. I just want to make sure we said bye.
Yes.
But how many lives in a row is this that Robert's eating something on?
Hey, man, these are fresh Zeppelis. I mean, I can't say no. I mean, smell them. Wife brought them in. I had to have them, so I apologize. Mike was talking too long.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna say our goodbyes and we stay here for the after hours. Guys in the chat, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you guys very much, and we'll see you next Monday. It's gonna be our first O11C Multiple Monday. Go ahead, Mike.
Last thing, the Rad RC10 is active now. So all that nonsense about giving me 2 hours, it's active now.
Exactly. There you go.
Go get your
Why
bag.
couldn't you be that quick earlier?
Get the bag, guys.
Love you, Mike.
Thank you, guys. So Rad, and what is it? Rad RC10. Rad RC10, guys.
All caps. I don't know if that's going to matter.
No.
But I did it in all caps. Hopefully I didn't screw you up.
Awesome, my brothers. We'll see you next Monday. Be safe down there. Take care. Peace.
Cool.
And we should be